This meeting of the Oak Park City Council is called to order. City Clerk Ed Norris, please call the roll.
Mayor McClellan.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Levine.
Here.
Councilmember Sellickson. Councilmember Burns.
Here.
Councilmember Speech.
Here. Okay, we have a quorum. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Motion to approve the agenda, please.
So moved.
Second.
Are there any changes or additions? Nope. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have the consent agenda. The following routine items are presented for City Council approval without discussion as a single agenda item. Should any council member wish to discuss or disapprove any item, it must be dropped from the blanket motion of approval and considered as a special item. Items on the consent agenda. Special council meeting minutes of September 15th, 2014. Regular council meeting minutes of September 15th, 2014. Business licenses, new and renewals, as submitted for October 6th, 2014. Emergency services meeting minutes of March 10th and June 9th, 2014. Zoning Board of Appeals meeting minutes of August 26th, 2014. Planning Commission meeting minutes of July 14th, 2014. Beautification Advisory Commission meeting minutes of May 20th, 2014. Library monthly report for August 2014 and meeting minutes of August 19th. Resolution adopting the 2015 regular meeting schedule of the Oak Park City Council. Approval of the 2015 free garage sale dates. Request that City Council approve the request of the chairperson of the Ethnic Advisory Commission to reschedule the October 9th meeting to October 23rd at 7 o'clock. Request approval of proposed change order number 1 to Michigan Joint Ceiling Incorporated for the 2013 Joint and Crack Ceiling Project M572 for the reduction of $7,722.72, and further that payment application number 1 for the same be approved in the total amount of $80,704.32. Request approval of the proposed change order number 1 to Macomb Pipeline and Utility Company for the 2014 Water Main Replacement Project M575 for the reduction of $29,303.25, and further that payment application number 2 for the same be approved in the total amount of $134,634.63. Finally, request approval of payment of an invoice from OHM for the Water Reservoir Pumping Station Improvement Project in the total amount of $3,462.50. A motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Support.
Second. Motion and support. Any discussion? There is no discussion. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Levine.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Councilmember Speech.
Yes. Motion carries. Now we have a kind of a combined sad and happy time in our special recognitions and proclamations. First, we lost a special Oak Park family member in Leonard C. Jerry Davis, Jr. We have a proclamation that we would like to present the family that I would like to read, honoring Leonard C. Davis, Jr. The people of the city of Oak Park, Michigan were saddened to learn of the recent passing of Leonard C. Jerry Davis, Jr., an honored and respected resident of the city of Oak Park on September 23, 2014. And whereas Jerry Davis was a treasured fixture in the city of Oak Park, having made significant and meaningful contributions to the city by serving as a volunteer in the Oak Park Recreation Department for more than 20 years, coaching baseball, soccer, and flag football. And whereas Jerry Davis is survived by his devoted wife, Angie, son and daughter-in-law, Edward, Ted, and Melissa Davis, his son, Bradley Gerald Davis, and his grandchildren, Isabel, Christian, Dominic, and Parker. And whereas Jerry Davis touched many lives through his dedication to mentoring our youth and his wonderful giving personality, now therefore be it resolved that I, Marion McClellan, Mayor of the City of Oak Park, Michigan, on behalf of the Oak Park City Council and all our residents, by proclamation, do express sincere sympathy, remembering with gratitude the life of Leonard C. Davis, Jr. and his commitment to our community. I wonder if the family would come forward to accept this proclamation, and if the the members of council will step down for a picture. We have a second proclamation honoring a second Oak Parker we lost this month. Whereas admiring Oak Park residents, as well as baseball fans around the globe, were disheartened to hear about the recent passing of Bruce Said, a former resident of Oak Park and national celebrity in his own right. And whereas Bruce Said performed legendary athletic feats at Oak Park High School as a star athlete, earning All-State and All-American designations in baseball and basketball before graduating in 1980 to become a fourth-round draft pick for the Chicago Cubs, and serving on the All-Star team as a rookie in the Gulf Coast League. And whereas Bruce Said served as a scout for the Milwaukee Brewers since 1997, and in most recent years as the National Scouting Director for that organization, where he garnered such respect by the team that all members proudly wear a patch bearing his name in his memory. Whereas Bruce Said, survived by his beloved wife Erica, his mother Mitzi, and his brothers Lee and Rick, and he was preceded in death by his father Eddie. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Marion McClellan, Mayor of the City of Oak Park, Michigan, on behalf of the Oak Park City Council and all of our residents, by proclamation do hereby extend heartfelt condolences to the family of the late, great Bruce Said, as we honor and cherish his memory. And do we have Art Mendelson here to accept this? And would council step down again? Oh, yes, please. Please step. Yep.
With everybody, literally an Oak Park icon. I mean, he was almost in the high school, almost bigger than life, because we did not, at least up until my time at Oak Park High School, which was 1975, almost 100 years ago now. But we didn't have a guy that reached such a level as an athlete, and anybody and everybody who was an Oak Park resident there knew Bruce was the kind of guy that was always at CP2. If you ever wanted to find him, you knew you could find him there. And he would take batting practice until literally his hands would start bleeding. Just as dedicated and as great of a guy as you want to meet. And with all the accolades that he did receive, he was just such a very down-to-earth guy. And I want to share one thing that I got a kick out of with him is the last time I saw him was 2 years ago when he was inducted into the Jewish Hall of Fame. And amazing when you see some of the athletes and announcers and just bigwigs, let's call them, that are in the Jewish Hall of Fame. And so when we were in high school, when I would see somebody that I knew real well, like Bruce, I'd always say, "Hey!" Well, the last time I saw Bruce, that's what Bruce did when he saw me right away. He gave me a, "Hey!" Kind of out of respect, and it was really nice. Like I say, a gentleman who's really deserving of this, and I know he would be extremely, extremely humbled by it from a city that he so loved and was so proud to tell everybody that he was from. And let's all keep our eyes on the Brewers because it's going to be his players that he drafted and all that are going to make them a good team in the next few years. And the only thing I want to add also, Mayor, is I know what you told me about, my suggestion was that a field needed to be named in his honor, and I know you told me what you told me. But I took a picture and I saw the park itself is named after David H. Shepard, who was the mayor while I was an Oak Park resident, proud one I might add. But the field next to it is still known on the back of the scorer's booth as CP2, and the Diamond 1 is known as CP1. And I was thinking, what you told me, I understand, and if we couldn't name one of the major fields after him, boy, he went to Pepper, and as a compromise, if we could name Pepper after him, the honor would, I know his mother comes into town once a year, and anybody who knew his mother, there was never been a mother that was as proud of her three sons, and especially where Bruce ended up in baseball, as Mitzi's side was. And the brothers come into town quite often because we're still friendly, and they have many friends. So if worst case scenario, it would be such a...
We will certainly look into that, and
Yeah.
thank you so much, Mr.
Thank
Mendelson.
you so much,
Thank you for
all of you.
coming.
It's really,
Please
really
step
nice.
forward with our city council, and we'll take a picture. Okay. Another nice thing we have going is we've increased the number of people on our boards and commissions. We love to bring new voices in, new ideas in, and in the past couple of years, we've brought in over 50 new members to the boards and commissions. There is a wonderful crop coming in now that we're proud to give the oath of office to, and we're going to call these people forward, and we will have them repeat the oath as a group, and then we'll have a picture with the council. So come forward as I call your name. Denise Rome from the Arts and Cultural Commission. Brenda Devine, Beautification Commission. Harley Sherman, Beautification Commission. Cheryl Weiss, Communications Commission. Sarah Mason, Independence Day Commission. Welcome, and thank you for volunteering your time to benefit the city. We appreciate it ever so much. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me as a group. I do solemnly affirm. That I will support. The Constitution of the United States. The Constitution of the State of Michigan. The Charter of the City of Oak Park. That I will endeavor. To secure and maintain. An honest and efficient administration. Of the affairs of the City of Oak Park. Free from partisan control or distinction. And that I will faithfully discharge. The duties of commission member. For the City of Oak Park. To the best of my ability. Congratulations and welcome to the city. Please stay and pose for another one of our photo opportunities here. Squish together a little, become friendly. There you go. Where would you like us?
They should follow you to the executive conference.
After the photo? After the, yes. You will be signing your official document. After the picture. Which way does she want us?
Everybody take one step
My
to the
way,
right.
that way?
Actually,
Oh, to be,
see Nashville on this one? Okay.
Our city manager would like to say a few things about our retiring library director, Beth Tompkins.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of council, and members of our public. I wanted to, before the mayor read the proclamation honoring Beth, just say a couple of things. And you know, as a part of our management team, I've had the privilege of getting to know Beth since I arrived back in 2012. And I have found her to be one of the nicest, humblest, hardest working expert on our staff. And so while I'm extremely sad to lose you, at the same time, I also wish you well, and I understand. But thank you for all of your service. It's been very much appreciated.
Whereas on October 2nd, 2014, Library Director Beth Tompkins retired from the City of Oak Park after serving with dedication for over 13 years. A word would be, she also served when they were redoing the library, and she got the dubious honor of moving every book in the library 3 times and kept smiling, which to me gets its own trophy. She began her career in 2002 as adult services librarian and has served as director since 2011. These years of service characterized by exemplary dedication, efficiency, and generous assistance to residents and other departments have earned her the respect and admiration of her coworkers and friends. Whereas Beth will be sharing her retirement with her husband William, her children Brian and Benjamin, daughter-in-law Becky, and grandchildren Alex, Sophie, and Juliana. And whereas Beth's retirement plans include quilting, volunteering at her local Lucky Library and soup kitchen, and spending time with friends and family. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Marion McClellan, Mayor of the City of Oak Park, Michigan, on behalf of the Oak Park City Council and all our residents, by proclamation, do hereby express our appreciation to Beth Tompkins for her dedicated service to the City of Oak Park and best wishes for health, happiness, and fulfillment in her well-earned retirement. Thank you, Beth. And this is a very auspicious meeting because we have still another celebration. Our city manager, Eric Tungate, received an amazing, amazing honor in being named one of the Cranes Magazine 40 Under 40. Amazing people who have done amazing things in a very short time. And certainly, our city manager is one of them, because in the 2 short years that he has been here, he has started the rebirth of the City of Oak Park. And we can't be more thrilled with what he's done, and it's nice to have other people recognize it as well. And I think our IT team has a video that we would like to show on the monitor. Got it going?
Please frame.
And then they can't go.
I feel sorry for you guys.
That's right. Oh, it's, technical difficulties, please stand by. But he asked that we not read this proclamation, but he is just, I'm going to summarize. He has made significant strides in transforming the business culture in Oak Park from a culture of no to a culture of yes. And Oak Park is open for business through his work and the work of other directors. He eliminated a $2 million deficit in a budget of $17 million, turned it into a 12% general fund balance, reduced our health care costs by combining 6 separate plans into one and creating a hard cap compliance, saved the city $2 million in costs, revamped our ancient, soon like ready for a
Well, when I
museum
started
software
my
system,
tenure at the city of Oak Park, it was
financial software system into something that will be efficient and work well for all of us. He completed this building on time and under budget with the help of many others, of course. He refinanced street bonds, saving $1.8 million to the taxpayers. Oh, it's ready, okay. He has handpicked a lot of our new staff, and they are wowing us along with our established staff. Just, he has been an amazing force for good and progress in the city of Oak Park, and we would like to commend him for that. If we can give him a round of applause. And step forward for the last picture, promise. Before the picture, we think we've got this video ready to go.
It was a city that was still dealing with the fallout of the Great Recession of 2008. It was a different city altogether. There was not a formal economic development plan in place. It was a dry community. They would not allow beer and wine or alcohol to be sold in restaurants. And the budget was very much strained. Since that time, we have put some tremendous measures in place to turn the city around. And thanks to our residents, thanks to our elected officials, thanks to the 165 employees that work for me, it's been a real success story. But we know that we're not an island. We operate as a partner to our cities around us, the city of Detroit, city of Southfield, city of Ferndale, communities around us that we have to have these amazing partnerships with in order to operate. So we've reached out, we made those things happen, we've tightened up our finances, and we've become a lean, mean city, and it's starting to show. Well, when I
She likes us centered on the city of Oak Park issue. And to Eric Tungate, Mazel Tov, as we say in Oak Park.
Well, I just want to say thank you to especially our elected officials who, our residents don't Oh, okay. Our residents and business owners don't always get to see what goes on behind the scenes. You know, a lot of these changes don't come easy, and they certainly don't come at my own hands. I work with amazing elected officials, as I think all of you know, but I also work with amazing staff, the folks sitting behind me, and all of the folks that work within their departments, our city attorney, our city clerk, but most important, you. And so this is a we proposition. So all these things that we did, I stress the word we, because without you, especially the vote on 345 in the fall of 2012, none of this would have been possible. We've got a long way to go, but we've got a really good start. And I just can't say enough about that. So let's keep up the partnership and keep pushing and turning this thing around. Thank you.
Next, we have recognition of visiting elected officials. Nancy Quarles. Welcome, and would you come up and say a few words about what's happening at the county level?
Thank you, Madam Mayor and City Council, so we can do
Okay, again, thank you, Madam Mayor, council members, and staff. I really didn't come prepared for a discussion. I happened to be shopping in the area, and I said, I'm going to visit the city council. But as any good politician, since I have the mic, it's a couple of things that certainly want to make you aware of. I know many of members of the council, as well as people in the public service area, have been looking at and knowing that Oakland County will be voting on the Great Lakes Authority. And our vote will take place on Wednesday evening. It appears that it will pass, and I won't belabor it because I know you have had discussions around it. The city of Detroit have passed it, as well as the city of Wayne County Thursday. So the authority will take place. What becomes important for Oakland County, city of Oak Park, is that we vote positive on this initiative, because if we don't, we will not have a representative appointed by Oakland County. We'll be appointed by the governor. So that is where most of our concern is tonight. Couple of events I just want to make sure that you're aware of, and the first one is coming up November the 13th and the 14th. One of the issues that have not only been facing our county, our cities, but nationally is human trafficking. And a number of the commissioners with several individuals from nationwide will be holding a human trafficking seminar. And it will be November the 13th at the Oakland County Auditorium. And I hope those in schools, administrators will come out for that to learn more how to.
What time would that be?
Oh, excuse me. It will be starting at 9 to 3 on November the 13th and 14th. And the other one is for our senior citizens, so that they can get better tips on finances and health. The county will be hosting with Washtenaw County, Wash College, a seminar on aging adults, which will be October the 8th, and that will be at Wash College campus in Troy, starting at 9:30 to 2 p.m. All of the events are free, and we just invite our citizens to come out.
Thank you so much for updating us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We also, I believe, have Bill Good. Is Bill Good here tonight? From the city of Ferndale? Nope. Okay. Public hearing. Next on the agenda is the public hearing. We will now conduct a public hearing to hear comments and concerns on the following special assessment districts: 635 unpaid false alarm invoices, 636 unpaid weed mowing invoices, 637 unpaid delinquent water charges, 638 unpaid special pickup invoices, 639 unpaid snow removal invoices, and 640 unpaid sidewalk repair invoices. I now declare the public hearing open, and anyone who wants to speak on these specific topics, please feel free to speak. Anyone wants to speak on their unpaid invoices? Thank you. Please give us your name and address.
Marilyn Tyler, oh, push. Hello, can you hear me? Marilyn Tyler, and the address is 23240 Eastwood Street. Excuse me, my voice, I have a very bad cold, so. And I'm here regarding the special assessment for the unpaid weed mowing invoice that I received for $175.95. They said that the grass was 8 inches high, and it wasn't. So my issue is, I only charge $175 to come cut some grass for one, for some grass. But anyway, I just didn't think that I should be assessed that, and that's the reason why I'm here this evening.
Right. If you will see this director, just make sure he's got your name.
The one on the end.
And we'll look into it for sure and get back with you.
I
Thank you for
appreciate it.
coming.
Thank you.
City Clerk Norris, are there any written objections to read into the record? Okay.
Yes, Madam Mayor, I have some property addresses to read for the record, beginning with delinquent water. Property address 22111 Church Street, 10001 Albany, 10241 Troy, 23500 Wildwood. Continuing with special pickup invoices, property address 8630 Troy. Weed mowing invoices, property address 23240 Eastwood, 21440 Park Lawn, 23440 Church. For snow removal, property address 13625 Vernon, 26101 Rain, 10710 Albany, and 25661 Coolidge. And finally, for unpaid sidewalk repair, property address 21861 Church.
Thank you, City Clerk Norris. Any further objections? If there's no one else willing to speak, I would like you to know that each one of these objections is carefully reviewed. Usually there are pictures taken, they review the pictures. They're meticulous in the way that they look these over. I now declare that the public hearing on special assessment districts 6, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40 are closed. I will entertain a motion to adopt special assessment resolution number 9, confirming the rolls and withholding the noted temporary exceptions, and special assessment resolution number 10, setting the due date of October 30th with penalty for special assessment district 635, unpaid false alarm invoices, 636, unpaid weed mowing invoices, 637, unpaid delinquent water charges, 638, unpaid special pickup invoices, 639, unpaid snow removal invoices, and 640, unpaid sidewalk repair invoices. A motion, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second and supported. Any discussion? Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Levine.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Council member speech.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. We're on item 10 on our agenda now. Item 10 is special licenses. We have a request for a special event license and waiver of fees as submitted by Oak Park High School District 13900 Grandson for the annual homecoming parade to be held on Friday, October 10th, 2014. A motion to approve this request, please.
So moved.
Second?
Moved and seconded. Are there questions about this event?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
There, well, actually, I don't have a question. I noticed on the application downwards, is the event, do you agree to abide by the Parks and Recreation rules? I don't know if there's an error there, but she checked no.
Okay.
So I want to make sure that that's a yes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. That would be good. This is a wonderful event proposed for October 10th. Everyone come out and support our team and our band, and it's a rousing event. Fun to hear. Sorry again? A time, 4 o'clock, after school at 4 o'clock. Got it. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. This is approved with a check about the Parks and Rec rules. Is that noted? All right. Next, item 10B. Request for special event license and waiver of fees is submitted by Word of God Fellowship, Fatima Parish, 13500 Oak Park Boulevard, for a trunk or treat Halloween event to be held on Sunday, October 26, 2014. So kids in Oak Park have two bites at the apple, so to speak, one the 26th and one the 31st. Motion to approve, please.
So moved.
And seconded. Any discussion or questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Item 14 on the agenda is City Attorney Report. Turn this over to our City Attorney, Ebony Duff.
Good evening. Thank you, Mayor. Good evening. First, I'm pleased to report that we do have the final version of the Master Services Agreement ready for execution with Savitz. That is our new benefit administration provider on behalf of the city's retirement systems. So after this meeting, Mayor, if you could please sign off on that, we have that ready for you. I'm also requesting a closed session this evening to discuss pending litigation. We have a tentative agreement reached in one Michigan Tax Tribunal matter, that is the suit filed by Sears. Then I also have an update regarding a fact hearing scheduled in the matter of Harmony Montessori versus the City of Oak Park. That hearing has been scheduled for November 19th, 2014. So if you have any questions about that, we could discuss that as well in closed session. And then finally, this evening, I'd like to give an update on the flood litigation. There has been claims filed that I'd also like to discuss in closed session.
Thank you, Attorney. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have City Manager Eric Tungate with a FEMA flood update, and probably our Public Safety Director, Steve Cooper, with a warning about some scammers to follow.
Actually, Madam Mayor, if you wouldn't mind, Director, if you could start with that. So let me kind of set it up. So when I told you at the last council meeting that that would be my last flood FEMA update, I was lying, because this is going to be my last one, okay?
Hopefully.
I hope. But there are some scams out there. Could you talk in a little detail?
Absolutely. Good evening, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, and Council. Just to give you a brief update, this past Friday, we received several phone calls at the Public Safety Dispatch Center regarding some potential scams as it relates to FEMA funding. And what appears to be happening is that they have apparently some representatives calling, claiming to be FEMA representatives, and they're asking residents to supply them with their checking account information, stating that what they're going to do is actually wire funds directly into their account and passing themselves off as FEMA representatives, and obviously that's not not the case. There were other calls that we received from a few residents who had received calls from cleaning companies claiming to be contracted through the city of Oak Park, post our August flood here, stating that the city contracted their services to come in and clean basements and other portions of the home as it relates to flood damage. And that's also not to be the case. So we wanted to get that information out to the general public and let them be definitely aware that, FEMA's not going to contact you and tell you to give them your checking account information, for one, and wire money into your account. And two, City of Oak Park has not contracted with any cleaning services to have basements cleaned relates to the flood that occurred this past August. So, like I said, as we get more information, we will definitely pass that along to our residents, and we're asking our residents if they receive suspicious calls or someone comes to your home posing to be representatives from FEMA or or representing themselves on the city's behalf, definitely give public safety a call, and we can come out and address the matter right then and there. So, like I said, just be aware. Unfortunately, there are a lot of desperate people that try and play on our residents, and we just want you to be aware of it.
Thank you, Director Cooper. One other thing that an inspector said to me was that people are also pretending to be FEMA inspectors coming to your home. And so I took a picture of his badge, and I will send it to our communications director to put out there so you can see what they look like. FEMA will call you to say that the inspector is coming. FEMA will not call you to ask for your Social Security number. You have to call FEMA in order for them to, and give them your Social Security number. They're not calling you. So if somebody's calling you and asking you for a Social Security number, it's a scam. And don't get into it. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just a couple quick things then on the flood FEMA update. FEMA will be accepting applications up until November 24th. So if you haven't yet turned in an application for assistance, please do so. You can go to their website, disasterassistance.gov, or you can call their 800 number, and I don't have that with me. I think we can probably flash that later. It's all of this information, by the way, is on the city website or here at City Hall. In addition to all of that, if you don't feel comfortable going on the web or by phone, we have FEMA representatives, there it is. We have FEMA representatives who are stationed right here in council chambers for the next 3 weeks from 8 to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday. So if you want to come and meet with someone in person, you're welcome to do that. I just wanted to speak briefly about the terms of assistance. The city does not speak to the terms of assistance. That's for FEMA and maybe the Small Business Administration to decide in case of low interest rate loans. And some of you have met with FEMA representatives already, and if you haven't done so, as I said, please do so as soon as possible. Last thing on this topic, I have staff attending an informational session with FEMA regarding assistance to the city government. And so for those of you that don't know, we spent in excess of $1 million on excess debris removal mostly, but a whole variety of different miscellaneous things associated with the flood. And we're going to go back and try to recover some of your hard-earned tax dollars when we meet with them. So I will have an update on that at the next council meeting, but that's all I have on that topic right now, unless there are questions.
Thank you. Just as far as what we can expect, the inspector said he wants to make our homes safe and secure. He does not, FEMA doesn't bring them back to the wonderful state they were in before the flood. So kind of brings our expectations down a little bit, and they replace essential property, things like the furnace and the water heater and that kind of thing. So also he told me if you were turned down to reapply, because sometimes there was just a piece of information missing from your application and you were turned down, call back and find out why. And if there was an inspector who came and you feel didn't find the essential equipment that you felt you lost, you can ask for a second inspection, and the second inspection is from one of these 20-year veterans who has done this for a very long time, So you're entitled to that. Thank you. Next, we have the introduction and confirmation of our new library director, Brandon Bowman.
Madam-
And would you speak to that a little?
Yes. Yes, Madam Mayor, members of council, so we had our library director retire, Beth Tompkins, and I'd like to, if you haven't met him already, introduce the library board and my selection for the new library director. So Brandon, take it away if you could talk a little bit about yourself.
All right, thank you, council members, mayor and pro tem. My name is Brandon Bowman. I am a librarian for 20 years now. I worked as a school media specialist for approximately 12 years before moving to public libraries in 2011. I worked with Chesterfield Township Library, and now I've been with the City of Oak Park for the past 8 months. I have 5 children, coming up on my 10th year wedding anniversary. And it's an honor and privilege to have the opportunity to follow after Beth Tompkins, and she's been instrumental in getting me up to speed quickly, and it's a fantastic community and position that she's left me with, so I wanted to thank her as well.
Thank you, Brandon. I just wanted to let members of the city council know I did have an opportunity today to meet with a few members of the library board. We had a really candid discussion on some of the things going on over there, but Brandon was their top pick in a whole slew of different candidates, and I think that says a lot about all of the momentum going on over at our library, and great things too. So I ask for your confirmation of his selection as a procedural step in the ordinance that was approved in 2004.
So we want a motion to approve.
That's correct.
To confirm. We need a motion to confirm Brandon's new position as head of the library.
So moved.
Second.
Second. Any discussion or questions for Brandon? We are welcoming you to the City of Oak Park. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carried, and we're delighted and thrilled to have you in
Thrilled to
Oak
be here.
Park,
Thank
and
you.
welcome to our community.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm just going to keep on going here. Madam Mayor, members of council, 15C, we did have an opportunity to hear from our Community and Economic Development Manager, Kim Maroney, but Kim, if you could come up and give a brief department update. I'm continuing the trend of these department updates, so bear with me.
I last came to the council about a month ago to give my department update. Since then, we've worked on a few projects. One is hopefully starting to implement our strategic economic development plan with the creation of a downtown development authority, installing new city welcome signs that will enhance the signs that we just installed in front of the city complex. We're also working on instituting a facade improvement program and soliciting donations to fund that program. And that will help us to work with the businesses in the community and update the facades and help to bring in more businesses to the community. Working on creating some new parking areas along the Coolidge corridor and adding some bike paths. So we have a lot of big projects like that we're working on. Some other smaller things that we have in plan right now, we do have our first business roundtable scheduled for our businesses in Oak Park, and that's going to be October 13th at the Community Center between 8 and 9 a.m. I am asking if anybody would like to attend that to let me know ahead of time by either calling me at 248-691-7404 or emailing me. That will be a business roundtable to discuss the new strategic economic development plan, the facade improvement program, and then also to introduce the new Chamber of Commerce for Oak Park, which is going to be called the Oak Park Alliance. So we're excited to have that and have an actual business entity to represent our businesses in Oak Park. We also have a holiday bazaar where we're helping to promote the Buy Local campaign, and we're encouraging Oak Park residents that do businesses out of their house and Oak Park businesses to participate. That is also at the Community Center, and that is November 9th between 11 and 4, and we encourage all the residents and visitors to come and shop early for the holidays at the Holiday Bazaar. And the DIA artwork that has been in town the last few months will be sadly leaving us at the end of this month. And we have one final event that we're scheduling, which is a DIA gallery-to-gallery event. It will begin here in Oak Park on Sunday, October 26th, leaving from Universal Stained Glass on 9 Mile Road at 11 a.m. It'll go to the DIA. You'll tour the pieces of artwork that we have here in town in their actual element at the Detroit Institute of Arts, and then you'll return back. So hopefully people can participate in that. We'll be sending out information for sign up on that shortly.
That includes a free lunch, doesn't it, I heard?
We're still working on the details. We had a little hiccup with our original location, so I'm meeting with business tomorrow, so more to come. And that is my update.
Thank you, Kim. And just one thing I wanted to go back and just underscore was that we are talking about creating a development district in the city of Oak Park, with the epicenter being at 9 and Coolidge, and that would be our traditional, formal downtown area. And, you know, we haven't had this since the city's founding, so it's a substantial plan. There will be a whole multitude of public hearings as part of this, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And so please, if you're interested in this and what we're trying to accomplish here, of course, with City Council's consent, please participate in these public hearing sessions so we can get input from you as we go to build this thing out. Okay, and then Kim, I wanted to move to 15D, and the welcome signs that you talked about just a moment ago, you're going to talk about in more detail, but I wanted to also say that this is all, having new entrance signs to the city is part of, if you look out here over Oak Park Boulevard, and all the new signage, it will be a continuation of that signage, only at the entrances to our community, at 8 and Coolidge, everywhere else that community borders other cities. So could you talk about it a little bit here?
Yeah, part of the idea is to instill some pride in the business owners and the residents of Oak Park, and encouraging other investment into our community, and having welcome signs at each of our entrances to the community is a big part of that, and instilling our brand out in the community. So we've been working with ASI Signs to design signs that will mirror the one that we have to the entrance on Oak Park Boulevard, so that we can have some consistency. We have 4 different designs that will be instilled around town, and we're hoping City Council will approve us to hire ASI to install and fabricate them. It also includes 2 park signs for Shepherd Park. And Eric, you have pictures? Did you want to hold those up, or no? No, they don't have those.
No. Just hold up.
That does not show up well. We will put them on our website under Community and Economic Development.
Kim, well, there we go. I do think, as you can see, if you can see that, and I apologize, that's, again, a continuation of the signage, the wayfinding signage you see along Oak Park Boulevard. It's the same vendor, same style, and everything else. There's
That one's
actually several, but the one at 10 and Coolidge, and is a monument sign, so that'll be completely replaced with what I was just showing you. And then, could you talk a little bit about what we're talking about at 8 and Coolidge? I think that's a great...
Yes, at 8 and Coolidge, we're going to be installing a different style of sign. We're also going to be adding an island at 8 and Coolidge, right on Coolidge, just north of 8 Mile. And we're hoping to slow the traffic down, making it easier to cross in that intersection, and also put the welcome sign in there. Right now, our current welcome sign is on the wrong side of the road and set back quite far that you don't even notice it. Yes.
Exciting.
There's a question.
Are there questions for Kim?
I was wondering if you could repeat the date and time for the business roundtable, and also, is that information going to be put in our signs at 9 and Coolidge and at the city entrance?
Yep, I believe they're already there.
Okay.
We also sent out a mailer to all of the businesses in Oak Park to inform them of it. It is held October 13th, which is next Monday, between 8 and 9 a.m. at the community center.
And do they have to be a member of the chamber to attend?
No, they do not.
Okay. Thank you.
Back to the item of 15D. The Community and Economic Development Department has hired sign designer ASI Sign Innovations to design the various city entrance signs. They were the sign company that we used to design, fabricate, and install the current city campus signage. 11 signs of various sizes will be installed at the key entrances surrounding Oak Park. And in order to be consistent with our own branding message, we are asking that the City Council approve hiring ASI Sign Innovations to complete the design work, fabricate, and install the 11 city entrance signs and 2 Shepherd Park signs. You have in your packet the locations, the sign designs, and tonight at the special meeting, I handed out the final quote that we received from ASI Signs. It is a budgeted item of $100,000 under the Major Street Fund, and we're asking the approval to be done. Right now, we are looking at a total cost of $97,635.
And Kim, just for clarification, those, if council approves this tonight, just 2 things. 1, this is not a general fund expenditure.
Correct.
Right? And then 2, have they talked to us about timing? This would be still this fall?
They would be installed before the fall.
Okay.
Well, during the fall, I should say.
Okay, motion to approve hiring ASI Sign Innovations for 11 entrance signs, 2 park signs.
So moved.
Second.
Second. Discussion or questions for Director Maroney? This is exciting.
I'm very excited. It'll be a big impact to the community.
Okay, roll call vote, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Levine.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes,
Councilmember Speech.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
motion carried.
Okay, and Kim, if you could do 15E2, please.
Yes, one of the new events that we are trying to create in the city of Oak Park to bring more culture into the community and arts is creating a summer concert series. Those will be held in our parks. I've been working with the Parks and Recreation Director to establish it, and we've been working with the Oak Park Arts and Cultural Commission and using the funds that they've raised with their past Summerfest dollars to go towards a grant match to fund this program. So I am asking that the City Commission approve us to apply for a Michigan Council for Arts and Cultural Affairs grant for a 2015 mini grant. The total cost of the programming would be, let me get to the right page here, would be $8,000, and $897 of those dollars would come from the Arts and Cultural Commission budget, and the rest are in-kind items that would come out towards our grant match.
Kim, I want to just clarify, the match portion is from proceeds that the commission, the Arts and Culture Commission raised on their own, so this is not a general fund match?
Right.
Okay.
Our commissions are doing great. We need a motion to approve supporting this grant application.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Are there discussion or questions? This is just a fun time to be living in Oak Park.
Yes, we're hoping to make it more fun.
It is fabulous. Roll call vote, please.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes.
Councilmember Speech.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Levine.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kim. Assistant City Manager Yee, 15F, please, sir.
Thank you. Attached are invoices 26242, 26243, and 26244 for the municipal complex sign package. These invoices are for the police and fire signage needed at the public safety building, along with interior signage on the council office and replacement of an antenna that was damaged from the thunderstorms that we had for the main ID sign. It is recommended that the invoices from ASI Sign Innovations for the municipal complex sign package be approved in the amount of $5,794.81. Funding is available in the municipal building bond account.
Assistant City Manager, does this bring the account to 100% with them?
This should bring it to 100%. We
Okay.
should be finished.
So it was under the budgeted amount, correct?
Correct.
Good point. A motion to approve these invoices.
So moved.
We need a second.
Second.
Thank you. Discussion or questions? As I understand it, these are already approved, so we just need to approve the invoice. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. The signs look wonderful. Thank you.
Assistant City Manager Yee, 15G, please.
The Department of Public Works is requesting authorization to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the City of Ferndale to utilize their southwest storage yard as a transfer station for leaf pickup. The advantages of using Ferndale's storage yard includes less activity, storage, and smell, as we've had complaints, at the DPW yard, a more convenient drop-off due to the larger yard, and significantly less leaf loading costs since they have a ramp and large loader bucket capable of loading leaves directly into SACRA contracted trucks. It is recommended that City Council authorize the Department of Public Works to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the City of Ferndale to use their southwest storage yard for leaf pickup upon approval from the City Attorney's Office. And, excuse me, one thing I did not mention in there is there is a cost to using this, which is $14,089. We've used this several times in the past several years, and it's worked out well and saves us actually a lot of money because we had to pay for our own trucking in the past, and now we can use the large trucks with their loading capabilities.
Terrific.
Madam Mayor, if I could, I just also wanted to point out that, and I see the Deputy Finance Director over here, but we do claim this as a sharing of resources with our nearby neighbors, so on our EVIP report to the state. So there is that benefit, and we assume we get a bump in revenue sharing as a result of that, which we have seen. So it's another great one of those programs.
Wonderful. I'll entertain a motion to enter into this intergovernmental agreement.
So moved.
Second?
Second. Any discussion or questions? We've done this for several years, and it's worked out well.
Yes, it has.
Right. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Speech.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Levine.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes, motion carried.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Assistant City Manager Yee, 15H, please.
Attached are proposed change order number 1 and payment application number 2 for the 2014 fire hydrant blasting and repainting project M590. This project blasted and painted fire hydrants in the area shown on the attached map, which this year's area is, for the most part, between Coolidge and Rosewood and 9 and 10 mile roads. The proposed change order is for the addition of 2 hydrants that were within the area. It is recommended that proposed change order number 1 for the 2014 fire hydrant blasting and repainting project M590 be approved to FMP Painting for the amount of $590. It is further recommending that payment application number 2 for the same be approved in the amount of $5,433.50. Funding is available in the Water and Sewer Fund.
Okay, motion to approve.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion or questions? No? Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Levine.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes,
Councilmember Speech.
Yes.
motion
And-
carried.
And, I'm sorry, last but not least, Assistant City Manager Yee, 15I, please.
Attached are proposed change order number 1 and payment application number 5, final payment for the 2013 sewer and catch basin cleaning and televising project, M585. The proposed change order is an increase due to the final as constructed measurements. This project clean and televised sewers shown on the attached map, which this year's area is between Oak Park Boulevard and Capitol from Coolidge east. It is recommended that the proposed change order number 1 to Deutsche Environmental Services for the 2013 sewer and catch basin cleaning and televising project, M585, be approved the total amount of $1,753.25. It is further recommended that payment application number 5, final, be approved for the amount of $35,096.63. Funding is available in the Water and Sewer Fund.
Okay, motion to approve, please.
Second.
Moved.
Oh, sorry.
Approved and seconded. Any discussion or questions? No. A roll call vote, please.
Mayor Pro Tem Levine.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes,
Councilmember Speech.
Yes.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
motion carried.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, members of council. That completes the city manager's report for this evening.
Okay, next we have call to the audience. We have a 3-minute time limit. Please give us your name and address if you'd like to come up and say anything.
Good evening. My name is Joyce Bannon. I live at 10611 Troy. And my question is, the new signage at Oak Park Boulevard in Coolidge, didn't we just install a new sign and we're going to install a new one now? Or is it going to just be revamped, the new old sign?
No, that new sign is not going to be changed. They're going to use the way that looks, the way that sign looks, kind of the style of that sign
Okay.
is going to be used for some of the main entrances to the city.
Okay.
They're not changing that new sign at all. They're going to use that same style so that
Okay.
it all has sort of the same
Okay.
brand and the same look.
Wasn't sure. I just knew that that's a new
Absolutely.
sign. Are we going to replace it?
Brand new
No.
sign,
Okay.
it's working fine. We're going to keep that one
Okay.
for 20 years.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Cheryl Weiss, 24101 Norwood. Just a few quick things to share. One is how great it is that Mr. Tungate has been recognized. So often, he's the one recognizing members of his department, so it was good to hear that he got the recognition as well. Another thing I wanted to share is, lately I've been reading online in different places how quickly problems in the city that are brought up are responded to, and I just wanted to acknowledge that also, that I think things are really doing a great job. One concern I have, though, that I wanted to share with you, and I realize this may not be the place to bring it, but I wanted to ask. I'm in the East Oak Park Neighborhood Association, and one of the things we really like is that Officer Rouleau comes and gives us the crime statistics for our area over the last month or since you came. And I guess that's not available anymore. Something with the county has changed, and I was wondering if you have any information on when that'll come back, if that will come back, because that's something that is very much missed. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. We'll have Director Cooper come and speak to the crime stats.
Right. Our crime stat system is operational, it's running. It is actually a new system, but we do have the ability to pull those crime statistics. So there shouldn't be another delay. We'll have those for you at the next meeting there. So, you're welcome.
We work fast in Oak Park. All right. Next, we have call to council, Mayor Pro Tem Paul Levine.
I have two items tonight. This month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Just wanted to make everyone aware that I could list a number of agencies and places to call to report in, get some help, get some guidance. I'm going to give you one number, and that's our non-emergency public safety number. That's 248-691-7520. If you're a victim of domestic violence, if you know of somebody that might need to be encouraged to step forward and to get help, our public safety department is ready to help guide people and make sure that they have all the resources necessary to help diffuse really bad situations that are going on in some households. Once again, non-emergency public safety number is 248-691-7520. While I have the microphone, okay, and I know he's so humble, he wouldn't want me to be saying this anyways, but I do want to say a few words about our city manager. First of all, to congratulate him for being in the Elite 40 for recognition by Cranes, but also, we brought in Eric Tungate at a time when our city was really whirling out of control with a lot of ways financially and dealing with the blows of the Great Recession. We brought him in looking for just a couple of things. We wanted stability, we wanted to improve morale, we wanted to be able to move things forward. And from the day that he first came in, I remember touring the city with him, I think he's supplied something else, and that's a vision. He's came in to seeing Oak Park and seeing the opportunities that we have to be able to really make this city shine and make this city a better place all the way around. Since coming in, he really became well acquainted with all of our challenges and all of the struggles and things that need to be accomplished, and also became very able to great relationship with all of our residents here, and I think that we are going to see some very positive things coming from all the people that are working with them, and we're certainly doing everything we can to help them to succeed. And I know that he's just a real gem to have found, and really takes our city to heart as his city.
Thank you, well said.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Councilmember Keisha Speech.
Yes, like Mayor Pro Temp, I want to just recognize that this month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and so that if you are dealing with that or know someone that is, just recognize there is help out there, and make sure that you get it, or encourage the person that you know to get it. Also, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and early detection is key. Some of you know I have a twin sister that dealt with that, and so early detection was key for her. So I want to encourage men and women to go and get tested for that. And lastly, it's getting darker earlier, and there's a lot going on, not just in our city, but everywhere. So make sure that you're turning your porch lights on, and that you're just more aware of your surroundings. And I know Director Cooper preaches about that all the time, or talks about that all the time. So just make sure of that. And I want to just say what a privilege it is to work with Eric Tungate, because he does an excellent job. Far and wide, he is known in Michigan for what he does, and it's a privilege to have him at our city, and he's at the helm doing great things. So we appreciate it, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Councilmember Carolyn Burns.
Ditto to Mayor Pro Tem and to Councilmember Speech in regards to the important subjects, the breast awareness, cancer, breast awareness, and the domestic violence month. Also, I would like to also say that not only has Eric Tungate done all the great things that my other co-members have mentioned, he's also provided an air of transparency that has not been available in the city for quite a while. He's very open to suggestions from residents and from council members, and I really appreciate that. Also, we will be changing the time very soon. Please be mindful of our students in the mornings going to school. Thank you, everyone. Have a safe evening.
Thank you. This has been a long meeting, but lots of good news, just lots of good news. It's an exciting time to be watching Oak Park. Well, we will need a motion to go into closed session. There will be 2 votes after closed session. You're welcome to stay and wait for those, or you can leave now as we go into closed session. We'll return and take 2 votes at the end. So I will not gavel the meeting closed. We will just move on to our closed session. Thank you for coming, and thank you for being here on this momentous occasion. Motion to go into closed session.
So moved.
Second.
And second. Roll call vote, please.
Councilmember Burns.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Levine.
Yes.
Mayor McClellan.
Yes?
Councilmember Speech.
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you. Have a great evening. Okay, we are back from closed session. I would like a motion to approve the minutes of the closed session meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Next, we would like an approval of the tentative agreement between the City of Oak Park and the Technical Professional Office Workers Association of Michigan for the period of July 1st, 2014 through July 30th, 2016.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously. Motion to approve the Sears Holding Corporation versus City of Oak Park MTT docket number 0454185. Motion to approve the settlement.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. This concludes the business for the Oak Park City Council. This meeting is adjourned.